What's up guys, today I'm gonna be mounting my bumper quick releases. I picked these up off Amazon for $4.50 a piece, so it was $9 for 2 sets of them. I'm gonna be using both sets on the Baja Miata. Basically why you'd wanna put bumper quick releases on a Miata or any car really, for that matter, is it's gonna give your bumper some flexibility, so if your car is lowered, it's gonna give it some flex and not break all your little clips. For mine, the reason I'm gonna do it is I can take my bumper on and off really quick to access radiator or anything like that, your AC condenser. Mine's already kind of falling off, as you can tell. Just held on by a few zip ties. So yeah, let's get these mounted. Okay, so the only tools you're gonna need to install this is a 10mm. You could use a wrench or you could use a ratchet with a socket on it. I have a 4 Allen key, fit into the top of this. A Sharpie, tape, 1/4 size drill bit, and a drill. Now you're gonna wanna decide where you wanna put them. You don't only need 1 set of these, but I bought 2 sets because I want my bumper to be super sturdy on there because we'll be off-roading this thing. So I think I'm gonna put one right here, from here to here holding it on, and one from here to here holding it on. I'm gonna tape up the area I'm gonna use just so I don't scratch up the whole entire car. So you wanna just kind of line up where you're gonna put the quick releases. I'm gonna one down here holding this end up, one over here. Make sure when you mark out where you're gonna put them, you stretch them apart so they have some tension on them so you know exactly where you're gonna be drilling into. And then after you figure out your placement, go ahead and tape it up. So I'm going to put one of them right here. Put a little marker here. Marks right there. And I'll put the other one up here. All right there. And that should be enough distance to stretch out the rubber band. Make it nice and tight. Now all I'm gonna do now is just drill through it. Plastic was obviously pretty easy to drill through. And the metal. Wasn't too bad either. For all the show cars and nicer cars out there, you're gonna want to put a little bit of touch-up paint around the area where you drilled because it will be raw exposed metal and it will rust. Okay, now I have the edge of this corner fender to where it meets the bumper all taped up, and I'm gonna put one of them right here, right there, a little bigger, and one right here. Make sure you guys measure everything really good. Spend the extra time on measuring before you drill into your fender, into your bumper. Okay, now remove the tape and just go ahead and start installing. So these are the pieces you get, 4 different pieces. It's gonna fit in there like that. The washer and the nut are gonna go on the back side. It's going to be hard to get to without removing your bumper, so I'm going to go ahead and remove my bumper. Okay, now with the bumper partially removed, have it all unzip tied on. Put, the main part through the front with the bolts. And the washer on the backhand side with the nuts. Luckily these are nylock nuts that come with it, so you don't got to go too crazy tight. Go ahead and tighten it down. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm actually having to remove this front bolt right here on the fender just so I can get to the back side. Alright, now with this 10mm, grabbing onto the back nut, let's tighten the bolt down. Technically, you're going to want to be turning the back of it, the nut, so you're not spinning this around and messing up your paint. Okay, now with that nice and tight, go ahead and put that bolt holds your fender on, back on. Now it should fit on something like this. It's holding on pretty tight. Now let's go ahead and install these two. Bolt in the bumper quick release, through the fender, washer on the back, and nut to squeeze it all together. Okay, now let's put the rubber bands on. We'll see how this thing looks. Okay, here's with the top rubber band on. And the side one. Wow. Looks like it's going to be holding it pretty good. Okay, cool. Now the other side is exactly identical. So yeah, just literally do the same exact thing with the tape, mark it, and then where you're gonna drill through your bumper and through your fender. And take measurements, so it's gonna be, you know, identical. You don't want to mount it in different places. Well, maybe you do. I don't know what your build's like. Okay, now the quick release system is fully installed. I'm gonna show you how quick I can remove it. It's just gonna be these 4 rubber bands. Those 2. And the bumper just comes right off. So the benefit of having a quick release bumper system on your Miata or on any car is if you have turbocharged cars, quick access to the intercooler and all the piping down there. Also your radiator and your AC condenser. And it gives the front bumper a little bit of flex for lowered cars and for off-roading cars. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hopefully it was helpful to somebody. And if you want to subscribe to see more Miata content or other kind of car content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street. Under the sun, the bastard son will pop the clock to feed himself.